want to start this video with a little bit of story time. I broke my glasses. I don't know how. They snapped in half. And it took me finding a company that I trusted and had decent enough ratings for me to order new glasses from, finding my prescription and checking the prescription before I ordered the glasses, ordering the glasses, paying for the glasses, for me to remember that superglue exists. So if you're annoyed that any of these books are on this list and that they are not new series, they are just kind of new to me, this is your warning. So this is a list of series that I want to start and finish in 2021. Now there were a couple of years where I just didn't really read, so these books kind of passed me by, or I didn't pick them up, or I heard about them and just didn't get a chance to finish them, but everyone has told me how amazing they are and I really need to read them, so that's what I'm going to try and do. There are a lot, so we're just going to jump straight into it. Obviously the first one that I want to try and complete. Now I know I'm not going to be able to complete all of this in 2021, but the Dead Famous Readalong is going to be taking place as of the 1st of February. We will be reading the entire Skullduggery Pleasance series. There are 15 books in total, including the one that will be coming out in 2022. So over the next year and a bit, I'll be reading this series, and I will leave a link to the announcement video, which is mainly my goals video, but it has the announcement details down below. The next one is the Trials of Apollo series by Rick Royden. Now I really enjoyed the Percy Jackson series. I keep meaning to pick this up and I haven't yet, but I do fully plan to make 2021 the year that I finish this series, and then I probably won't read any Rick Royden for a while, but I'm excited for this one. I really want to reread the Artemis Fowl series. Now Olivia over at Olivia's Catastrophe recently reread the entire thing and she said that it holds up and she really enjoyed it, and that just made me realise, yeah, there are loads of books from my childhood I would like to reread, so we'll add this to the pile of other middle grades and lower YA that I want to read. Artemis Fowl is about a young criminal mastermind who basically gets involved in fairy type shenanigans. We're excited. The next one, I don't know anything about Caraval other than that it's around a circus and I keep being told that it's great. So adding the Caraval series, I think there's 3, I believe there's Caraval, Legendary and something else. I don't know, you'll have to comment down below and let me know because I don't know. I bought it for £1 from a charity shop because I was getting sick of everyone asking if I'd read it or not. Sorry about that. Does this series have a name other than its title? I actually have 2 Sebastian D. Castell series I want to read. First is the Traitor's Blade series and the second is the Spellslinger series. I think both series have about 5 or 6 books in them and I would like to read them, but seeing as this is my first foray into Sebastian D. Castell, I am hedging my bets that I'll actually enjoy his writing, because if I don't, I've just committed myself to 10 books that I'm not going to enjoy. They both have magical elements. I know that this is high fantasy, this might be slightly lower fantasy, but I'm intrigued by the premise of both of these and hopefully 2021 will be the year. These have both come up on multiple TBRs before and then just been abandoned, and I only have myself to blame. Now the Daughter of Smoke and Bone, I have had the other copy of this on my shelves for so long, but now that they've just done a brand new cover, I also bought those even though I've not read it yet. So again, hedging my bets that I enjoy this trilogy. I really enjoy trilogies. I find that they just have the great kind of like overall structural arc that I enjoy, and I've heard really good things about this series, so I'm hoping I finally get off my arse and read it. Really sorry that I haven't read it yet. The V.E. Schwab A Darker Shade of Magic series. Am I just going through all of your favourites and realising that I haven't read them? Yes, of course I am, but we're adding it to the list. I will try and get through this trilogy as well. I'll try and get through this trilogy as well. I don't know anything about this other than the fact I think this guy can jump through worlds and nope, that's it. I've never looked so ignorant. Like, I genuinely don't know, but I'm intrigued. Another series is the Study in Charlotte series, the female Sherlock Holmes. I'm really intrigued by this. I love a murder mystery, so that was just another excuse to add something slightly different to the list. Need to get on with these. Again, this is another charity shop find, and that just kind of instigated this, let's read some series and actually finish some. That would be nice. I did originally have Throne of Glass series on this list. I am currently, I think I'm like 2/3 the way through the second one, and I'm not as excited by it, so still putting it on the list, still recording this video, still including it, but just letting you know that I don't love your fave. I really enjoyed the A Court of series. I thought those were great, and I really enjoyed Crescent City, and I can see elements of this in those. But I don't know if I need this series because I have those, and because there's another book coming out for both those series very soon. It's on the list, but it's lower on the list. Considering this isn't a ranked list, it is definitely at the bottom of that list. The Poppy War. The only reason I haven't touched this series is because every time I see someone mention anything related to the Poppy War, they talk about crying. And I said in 2020 that I wasn't going to read books that made me cry. 2021, I am. I'm going to go out of my way to find books that make me cry. Maybe I'll feel something. I don't know. But I'm emotionally preparing myself for this trilogy. Of course, I'm including the Bone season because, again, really sick of people asking me if I've read it and then getting really upset with me when I say no, I haven't. So adding the Bone season. Again, know very, very little about this other than that it includes clairvoyance and that it is everyone's favourite trilogy that is just about to get a 4th book. That's part of the reason. And then the last one is the Shauna Maguire Every Heart a Doorway series. Now I am now 3 out of the 6 in, so if any of them, these nice little short ones are definitely something I can tick off at the end of the year. This is a kind of Alice in Wonderland, but when Alice comes back from Wonderland. That's the phrase that I always use to describe it because I feel like it just kind of sums it up. LGBTQ rep, diverse cast, fantastic series. Really excited to finally finish them. So that is a very brief look at the series that I would like to read this year. It would have been longer if I'd known anything about these books before I bought them, but I don't. So let's just jump straight in. I feel like that's the best way for me to go into books, especially when they're hyped by everyone. I've tried really, really hard to make sure that I don't know too much about them because then I can go in and be like, yes, I actually enjoyed that and it's a good read. So let me know what series you're really looking forward to reading this year and try to be gentle with me when it turns out that your favourite was on this list and I haven't read it yet. The upside is you'll get to watch my reaction to it firsthand, so there's your silver lining. And other than that, have a nice day.